Well, it was probably a double good feeling because we had a 10-point lead, and it was we got there by the toughness and by our attention to detail and rebounding, doing those little things, and then all of a sudden it gets to be a one-possession game. And then I liked their toughness after that again, so they gave me 2 opportunities to grade them on that, and I think they came through both times. Cole stepped up, made big free throws. B-Rob made a big free throws. We didn't cover them nearly as well as we wanted to on the defensive end of the floor at the end, but I think they did a great job with that.
Roy, Armando had a breakout game today. Your freshmen seem to be coming along.
Well, I was really happy with that. I was really mad at him yesterday. And it's simple. I mean, he's 0 for 4 in the second half and 3 turnovers, so he understands that. My guys are very intelligent, but he knows I'm not giving up on him. And today I thought he was sensational. 9 out of 10 from the free throw line was sensational. Blocked shots were off the charts. Scored on the offensive rebound, scored when we threw the ball in the post to him. I've always thought Armando had a chance to be a great player, and this was by far his best game of the year. The rest of them weren't even in the same stratosphere with this one today.
Armando, how did you handle not playing the way you wanted to yesterday and sort of preparing yourself for today?
Yesterday, I feel like I got my butt whooped, but I feel like the main reason why I wasn't really listening to what coach was telling me. So today, coming into the game, I knew I just had to make everything simple and just attack the offensive glass and do the moves that we work on every day. And I feel like that's what made a huge difference.
You feel like you received the message on what you need to do to kind of step up?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just talking to B-Rob and Garrison last night, they just went over what they needed me to do. Because obviously yesterday I let down the team, and I feel like just them giving me that encouragement and telling me to keep my head up after a rough game for me yesterday made a huge difference.
You know, let's understand one thing. He was a chopped liver yesterday. The guy who was playing is pretty doggone good and made it difficult for him, a 4th-year senior who has been around the ropes in a Michigan team that's really, really good. Armando was okay. I'm pushing Armando. I want more out of him, but he wasn't chopped liver yesterday.
Brandon, did you step on a guy's foot when you went in the lane? Is that how you rolled your ankle?
Yes, I did.
Okay, how did you kind of feel the rest of the way trying to grind it out?
It was tough, but I'm just happy we won the game. And Coach told me at the end of the game, if I make these 2 free throws, my ankle feel a lot better.
Brand, your shots are dropping. You had 3 in the first game and 3 tonight, I believe. What do you think your 3-point shooting kind of adds to this team?
I think he gives it a threat outside so we get the ball inside. I still have to be a lot better and just be better with my shot selections. So I just got to improve that going forward.
Brandon, you guys haven't had a rim protector the last couple of years. Did you tell the difference from Armando kind of running the rim today?
Definitely. There's a couple times where Armando saved me. The guy got by me and drove me to the basket. Armando came over and blocked the shot. So we appreciate him.
It's the most blocked shots by a Tar Heel since the 2016 NCAA tournament. Bryce at 8.
Coach, what are some of the things that Oregon did well to keep you guys frustrated and keep them in the game?
First of all, they're really good. I mean, it's not just trying to keep you in the game. They had a chance to win the game themselves. So, the 12 for threes really hurts us. And the fact that you go through there and they played the entire game, had 7 turnovers. So we didn't get turnovers to get our break going. With Pritchard back there, they have a guard who can dominate the ball and make good decisions and make shots. Dana's been around the world a few times, one of the best coaches that we have and one of the nicest guys that we have. And he has kids that really want to be successful, but they're a big-time basketball team. And for us today, I mean, we were really fortunate, and it's what was the final? It's a 4-point game today, but is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. It's a 4-point game today. It's a 1-point loss yesterday. So, I mean, they're a big-time team, and I don't want to play them again.
Coach, can you talk about KJ coming in and sort of settling the ship a little bit?
Well, you know, you look down there, he had 2 assists, 1 turnover, played 8 minutes. He did keep us in the game. You know, we were lucky because we really had 2 turnovers. We threw it through 17 guys trying to tried to throw between 17 battleships and 3 destroyers, and luckily it fell in our hands. But I think that what he did is he bought some minutes for us, and he's been in the program for 3 years, practices every day, practices against Cole every day. So he did a nice job of keeping us afloat.
Do you think this is your most complete effort as a team, offensively and defensively?
Oh
so
yeah,
far?
but I mean the competition's not very. I mean,
Yeah.
think of what my team's done so far. We haven't had many of those games, so this was by far our best effort of the year. And I'm not talking about the competition that we played. You said, is it the best we played? Well, hell, we haven't played very
I
good.
gotcha.
It's like you shooting 100 and shooting 99. It's still not very good.
Roy, do you have any thoughts about the fact you passed Rupp in the all-time wins? It's a big name.
Yeah, it's a big name, but it's guys, those are just numbers. It's I've coached a long time, been lucky, had good players. I'm extremely proud that we have 6 wins with this team, and to see the way they acted in the locker room, they acted like little kids. That's more satisfying to me. The rest of it just means I've been around a long time. They'll tell you that too. I tell them I'm not of their generation. They tell me that I'm not of the generation behind them either.
Armando and Brandon, do you have a view of Cole's block in the first half, and what you think of that?
You talking about when he blocked
Yeah, the big dunk, the big block.
Oh yeah, I told Cole after that. I told him that was vintage Cole because in high school he made a lot of big plays like that, but I hadn't really seen it this year. But it was good to see him go up there and contest a shot on a big guy like that.
Brandon?
It was kind of funny because when we came out at the halftime, he came over to me and asked me, he was like, did I get up high on my block? So I was like, yeah, man, you got way up.
B-Rob did you have a big block?
I don't know.
So I asked about B-Rob's block.
Coach, talk about the defensive effort. Other than finishing the defensive possessions, certainly better than yesterday. Though.
Oh yeah. I mean, yesterday it was a layup line for them. We got our flashlight and ushered them to the goal a lot of times. But today, I think having Armando in there, they've got to be looking for him. For 2 years, I've said we haven't been able to score at the rim or defend around the rim. I think today he was sensational, and that helps your team when they're driving in there trying to figure out where he is. So our defense was better as far as not giving up layups most of the day because of Armando. A couple of big mistakes giving up the open threes, but they're a good team. I mean, they do some really good things, and they've got a chance to play it all the way to the end.
Brooks had 9 and 10, and he's kind of averaging that 12-point, 13-point range. Are you getting the consistency exactly what you want from him this season, what you would expect?
Like, he would have played more, might have had more if it stayed out of foul trouble, but there's a lot of load on Garrison. The guys I talk about, Leaky tried. Leaky stubbed his toe yesterday. It's similar to like a turf toe, I think that's what they're telling me. He tried to play, it was just too painful. Garrison looked like he'd been in a boxing match, and he had the scratch. They said that I couldn't hurt him by playing. I was going to leave it up to him. If he felt uncomfortable about it, I wasn't going to play him at all. And it was almost emotional for me to ask him when I said, he said, I want to play. And but I think that if you look at him, I mean, his eyes are water and they're red as they can be. And I thought he was a really tough young man to play today the way he did. As you said, 9 points, 10 rebounds. Those were big time. And again, he was in foul trouble, missed some moments there too.
Thanks, everybody.